These two students were among 34 other young ambassadors and their teachers representing their respective countries at the 6th Pacific Island Leaders Meeting in Okinawa, Japan.
First, we'll introduce you our teachers. Mr. Tetsuo Kurai and Mr. Mokumaru Okina from Miyako Traditional.
The youths discussed agendas outlined for the 6th Palm Summit, then presented to their prime ministers. Environment protection and conservation were the major concerns that were addressed. The students say PNG has surplus resources. However, the issue of management and policies on preservation and protection on environment need to be seriously implemented to avoid environment problems and water shortage in the future. Meantime, a sum of $500 million has been given to the Pacific Island countries by the Japanese government to implement on environment projects for the next 3 years. MTV News, among 3 other media organizations from Japan and the Pacific Island countries, raised questions of regional and global concern to the leaders of the summit.
I'm Bernadette Effie from Papua New Guinea. I'm with MTV. My question is for both the Prime Ministers. To Prime Minister Noda, it seems that there is a very strong expectation toward Japan for a larger role, especially in official development assistance. What is your commitment to the Pacific Island countries? To Prime Minister Puna, as a result of this summit, what kind of role do you expect Prime Minister Noda to play, especially in the area of official development assistance to the region?
Well, first of all, inclusive of ODA, the expectations to Japan is very strong, and so you asked about my commitment. Now, in March last year, there was the Great East Japan earthquake, and at that time, more than 160 countries and more than 40 international organizations gave us very warm support. And in the background is Japan's steady international contribution efforts. That is what I believe was the case. And the participating Pacific Island countries this time also gave us great warm support. And that being the case, what I am thinking is that, we are having reconstruction after the earthquake and the financial situation is very severe. But we should not become inward-looking at this juncture. Without becoming inward-looking, we have to continue to work for the stability and the prosperity of the world. We would like to be that kind of country, and that is the spirit.
Look, in answering your question, let me quote a text from the scriptures first. To everything there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. Let us not have expectations that may appear to be unreasonable, because the reality is our friends here in Japan have their own pressing domestic commitments and challenges, particularly in wake of the Great East Japan earthquake and tsunami last year. So we need to be mindful of that and to be sensitive to that. But we also acknowledge that Japan has been a significant development partner to the Pacific region in the past, and Prime Minister Noda's commitment to provide up to $500 million over the next 3 years in development assistance is very, very significant, particularly when we take it in the context of Japan's own domestic challenges. And I think that assistance needs to be taken in that context, and we need to be mindful of that particular context, because when we view it as such, then it just makes this assistance from Japan that much greater and that much more humbling.
The leaders also renewed the Kizuna, or Strong Bond Declaration, of Japan's assistance in the Pacific region under the theme "We are Islanders for Growing Kizuna in the Pacific." Bernadette Effie, National MTV News.